Hello, welcome to Studio Lakshmi. I'm Lakshmi. Before we begin, I always remind people to consult your physician or physical therapist to make sure that yoga is the right exercise practice for you. So, this week the focus is on yoga for a stagnant body. It's going to have a lot of movement this week, so make sure you have space. Make sure you have maybe a wall or a chair to hold on to for balance, and comfortable clothes. So let's begin. I wanted to do this practice, yoga for a stagnant body, because we're heading into the holiday season. Some parts of the world is heading into winter, and all of these elements that I'm mentioning have a lot of sitting involved. So let's start with sitting. So let me talk about sitting. Often when people sit, they have a very rounded back. Not just the upper back, but the lower back can be in this posterior tilt. And of course, then everything kind of follows suit. So you're rounded in the lower back, you're rounded in the upper back, and then the front part of your body becomes short and tight. So your pectorals become short, your abdominal area is a bit crunched. And so these elements can cause you to not breathe fully. So in order to remove stagnation, we're going to breathe into the body, and we're going to use the body as a way. Of course, we're always breathing, but we're going to think about breathing in other parts of our body other than our lungs. So let's start with opening up the body. So we're sitting in this posterior tilt. Eventually, your lower back's not going to feel great. So rock the pelvis. Now, if this feels weird to do in public, we'll have some other options, but just a gentle movement of going through the posterior, which is right now posterior, and an anterior tilt can really loosen up the lower back. And then if you put your hand on your navel while you're rocking, you can notice what it's doing to the abdominal area. Observe how your hips are feeling while you're doing this, maybe the middle and upper back. And the next time you come into that anterior tilt, bring your hands to one side of the body. So if this is a chair, you can grab onto the armrest or the back of the chair and bring yourself into a gentle twist. Take a big breath in and a long breath out. And then the other side. Big breath in, long breath out. And then bring yourself to the center. I'm going to now rotate my body so you can see a different view. So next, we're going to open the legs out a little bit wide, not too wide, just a little past the hips. And then you're going to let yourself lean forward. And I am purposely letting my shoulders rise up. And I have my elbows straight. And I'm just kind of leaning in. And then I'm going to do a little twist to one side. And then come center. And a little twist to the other side. And come center. And let's do that again. A little twist to one side. And now I'm looking. So I'm bringing in my cervical spine. And then come center. And a little twist to the other side. And then come center. Great. And then we can make a my bench makes a little bit of a sound. It's not me. We're going to make a little circular movement. And then the opposite direction. It's a noisy bench. It's actually a bench designed for headstands, so it has a part that you take out, so that's why it sounds funny. And then bringing yourself to the center, bring the knees back together, and then let's bring one knee. So I have my fingers interlaced, and I've caught my knee, and I'm going to tug it in. And then lower. I'm going to do that facing the side so you can see what it looks like from the side view. So interlace the fingers, grab the knee, and tug it in. And release. We're going to do that one more time. Grab the knee, tug it in, and this time see if you can cross it over. So I have my ankle off of my thigh, and then I'm going to lean forward. And then bring yourself up. So this is a gentle warm-up. Bring the knee back in and release. The other knee up. Now I'm going to turn to face this way so you can see what it looks like from this view. So tug it in, cross it over, open the knee, and hinge forward. Bring yourself out, bring the knee back in, and release. I'm going to turn, you don't have to keep rotating you. I'm rotating for you so you can see the different angles. So now, if this was a regular chair, you can either grab like the back of a chair, but since I'm on a bench, I'm going to grab the back side of this bench, and then I'm going to lift, I'm going to move my bottom a little forward, and I'm going to lift my rib cage up and take a big breath into the sternum area. And one more. Bringing yourself to stillness, an upright spine. Interlace the fingers, bring the hands behind the head, and open the elbows as far out as you comfortably can. And I'm going to turn a little catty corner so you can see. And then you can press the head into the interlaced fingers and look up. And notice the sound of my voice is not strained, so I'm not collapsing in my cervical spine. And then let's take a big breath here. And then on the exhale, you're going to drop the chin and bring the elbows towards each other. Inhale, open the elbows, bring your gaze back up to the ceiling. Exhale, hinging forward, but notice it's just my upper back. Elbows move towards each other. Now, if it doesn't feel good for your neck to bring the elbows close together, just back them off. And then one last time, inhale, looking up towards the ceiling, resting the head in the interlaced fingers. Exhale, dropping the chin, bringing the elbows towards each other, and you can even roll the head this time if you want from side to side. Great. And then bringing yourself to the center, release the hands back to the thighs, and now we're going to do a little bit of movement. So I'm also a Kundalini yoga teacher, but my practice is a mix. For my personal practice, I mix a little bit of Kundalini and a little bit of Hatha yoga. So the reason I want to use Kundalini today is because for a stagnant body, it's perfect. It has a lot of movement in it. So I'm going to bring my fingertips to my shoulders. I'm still sitting in a chair, but you can sit on the floor if you prefer to have in cross-legged positions. And notice how I'm going to lift my elbows up so that the arms are parallel to the ground. And I'm going to do this slow motion at first. So you're going to twist to the left, and then come center, and then twist to the right. And you're just going to do a gentle slow-mo twist just to see how you feel so far. Make sure everything feels pretty good. And then you can start to pick up the pace. And you may want to close your eyes so you're getting a little faster. And by the way, if it doesn't feel good to have your hands on your shoulders, you can always have your hands on your hips as long as you don't have arm rests. And some people even like to put their hands interlaced and behind their head and move this way. But I'm going to continue with my hands with the fingertips on my shoulders, and I'm going to pick up the pace. And I'm going to add the breath. My eyes will be closed, and I'm going to inhale to the left and exhale to the right. And now I'm really going to just let it swing. And you keep the breathing going, and I'm going to add the counting. 1, 2, we're only going to 23, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. If it feels like you need to stop, stop. 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Bring yourself to the middle, to the center. Release the hands, roll the shoulders. Great. Let's just call that the washing machine. Now, there's other variations. I'm just checking the time. There's other variations of the washing machine that you can do. So what I like about this practice, this washing machine, this twisting movement, is it mimics running. But notice my legs are not getting an impact. So my knees are not being impacted, my ankles, my feet. It's just my upper body and definitely my abdominals and my lungs. So now we're going to do it in a slightly different way. So if you prefer, you can add the arms. So you can swing and add the arms. And once again, you can close the eyes, take the visual out of it. And if you want, you can add a phrase like, I don't know, Bob Marley always has that really great, don't worry about a thing, because every little thing is going to be all right. So you could pick, that's Three Little Birds. You could pick, everything is going to be all right. So that could be what you have in your mind while you're doing this, or don't worry about a thing. And the inhale is to the left, exhale to the right. Keep going. I'm going to count just to 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and bring yourself to stillness. So what you could do, since I gave you the idea of pick a song that can have this kind of mantra, japa, which means like a phrase that you repeat over and over again. So that beautiful song, don't worry about a thing, 'cause every little thing is gonna be all right. I'm a little out of tune. That is a very simple phrase that I can repeat over and over. So in my mind, I was thinking, don't worry about a thing, 'cause every little thing is gonna be all right. Don't worry about a thing, 'cause every little thing is gonna be all right. So that's my mantra that I can do when I'm doing my sitting runs. Just an idea. Now let's come up to standing. So I'm going to move my bench a little bit over. And I'm going to ask you, this is the seat of your chair, and that's the back of the chair. And you're going to put your hands on the seat of the chair, just fixing my necklace. And you're going to be the table to your chair. And you're going to round the back and arch the back. So inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. Look into your belly button. Look up to the ceiling. Look into your belly button. Look up to the ceiling. This is inhale. This is exhale. And notice I'm getting faster, but if you don't like getting faster, you can stay at a slow pace. You can have your eyes closed. And relax. I actually reversed my breath. I had this the inhale and this the exhale. So you can decide which one feels best to you. If your wrists aren't really thrilled with this, you can always bring your forearms down and do the same practice. So inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. And let's come to stillness. Great. And then bringing yourself upright. Hopefully you're starting to feel a little bit more, a little bit more expansion, a little bit more breath is coming in. So now we're going to move away from the chair, unless your chair is the object that helps you have stability. So I'm going to move mine out of the way. And this is another Kundalini practice that's really great. And you're going to want to get a pillow. And you're going to put the pillow on the floor in front of you. And you're going to step your feet a little wide. And you're going to bring the arms up. And you're going to look up. And then you're going to go down. So inhale up. Tap the pillow down. Inhale up. Exhale down. Inhale up. Exhale down, inhale up, exhale down, inhale up, exhale down. Let's time out. What if that's too low for you? So I do bend my knees. So what you can do is stack, you could pull your couch apart, you can make it higher, or you could go back to the seat of your chair. You could reach up and tap the seat of the chair. For example, like that. So let's do it again. I raised mine up a little higher, just for example, and I'm going to turn a little sideways just so you can see what my legs are doing. Here we go. So it's an inhale. So you want to bend the knees, exhale. And I have my feet a little wider. Inhale, exhale. 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 And that's enough. You know what this would be great for? If you feel a bit of anger. You have a tough day on the job, or you get off of the flight that you just took and so much stuff happened en route. You just hit that bed. Just hit that bed. Let it all out. Yoga for a stagnant body. That's what we're doing. Now, if you notice, when I did it, it's a bit of a squat. So now we're going to move into some squats. And once again, you can use the pillows. And you're going to open the feet out, and you're going to bend the knees. So it's up. Well, let's actually, fingertips on the pillows. So it's up and down and up and down, up and down and up and down, up and down, up and down, up and down, and up and down. Remember, you can use the seat of the chair for this. So my feet are spread out, my toes are pointed up and down, up and down, up and down, and up and down. If you can have the heels off the ground slightly, it's called a frog. So you have the heels slightly off. So up and down, 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 and that's enough. Whew, it's a workout. And the last one we're going to do today is just marching in place. Just march in place. But if it feels better and you want to march around, you can march around. But march, put on some music and have a dance party. You can shake it up and dance it out. So once again, this is Studio Lakshmi. Woo! Yoga for a stagnant body. The only thing I'm going to say to close is after you've moved a lot, rest. Have a great day.